tell us a bit just about the celebrations. Probably I've heard a lot of you not even had any sleep at all.
There was a little bit of sleep. I think we were in here until quite late last night. The music was quite loud. Everyone was enjoying themselves. Just celebrating what was a really nice season, and to cap it off the way we did was pretty special. And to sort of have everyone around here last night was really cool, and it was really special.
Can you tell us a little bit about just how your season has gone? Because with the bat, you've been a nice little force to reckon with for RCB. So what work's gone behind that basically? Have you worked on it a little bit? You worked on it a little bit behind the scenes. What have these guys been telling you?
You want to ask us some tough questions?
No, they don't.
Yes.
I think I just want to make an impact in the game whenever I can. I feel like the start of the season was probably better than my bowling was. So I just, really wanted to contribute in any way, shape or form, I guess. But, I guess my role when I do that is to sort of take the game on a little bit and, I guess push the pace for boundaries and stuff like that to sort of use those sort of strengths. But, to sort of see how that's sort of panned out throughout the season was pretty cool. And, I wasn't needed a few times, which was pretty cool as well.
Right. You spoke about how maybe your start with the bat was a little better with the ball. That could be said of RCB as well, because in the first couple of stages we saw they were a little loose with the ball. Fielding was a little not as tight as it should have been, or as it turned out to be. What changed basically between that first part and the second part where you all just kept winning and then won the title?
I think we just simplified everything. I guess our main plan was to just try and hit the stumps, and that was really easy for everyone to just try and do. And I guess that sort of helped us in the end to not overcomplicate everything, and it was easy after that.
And you guys turned out to be in a race for the purple cap with each other. How did that turn out to be? What was the banter?
I actually wasn't quite aware of it. I didn't realise how close it was in the end. Just sort of goes to show how we sort of spread the load out, I think, and got contributions from everyone, which is pretty special. And I think to have so many RCB players winning awards at the end of the season sort of, really sums up how everyone contributed.
Tell us a little bit about your last 2-3 years that you've had. You've spent some time on the sidelines. How's it going through the surgery, the comeback, the sort of work that you've put in to be here?
It was a pretty long, 12, 15 months there. I was on the sidelines, and Soph's just gone through the same thing, and to sort of see the way that she's done it as well, I think it's been pretty cool. And, I guess I'm still just taking every day as it comes, and not taking anything for granted now that I guess I've spent that time on the sidelines and sort of know it can get taken away from me pretty quickly. So just trying to enjoy every moment I have. And,
Your first season in the WPL, and it's kind of quite close to the T20 World Cup, which is in Bangladesh. You have a series now starting next week. Did you have those series, the World Cup in mind when you were playing for for RCB and the preparations around it?
Yes and no. I think, I guess when you're in this tournament, you're all in. You sort of have to be able to, compete every day. I guess knowing what's ahead, you're sort of thinking about that as well. So, it's probably going to be, similar-ish conditions. I don't know. We're going to find out in the next couple of weeks over there. So, sort of prepare for that World Cup, sort of tinker for a few things. But I think after that, we've got some time off, which would be nice for everyone to sort of recalibrate and then go again when the season starts up.
And how do you kind of see your role in the Bangladesh series as well as the T20 World Cup, because you almost seen you compete for a spot with Kingi in your absence. She's kind of been the first leg spinner, prefers leg spinner and all that. So how do you see that competition, the role in the World Cup, and your thoughts and preparations especially?
I think the spin contingent is going to be really tight. I think adding Soph to the squad as well, I've seen how she's performed over this tournament. I think it's going to be really tricky to get in that team, in those spots, which is going to be good. I think any competition in a team like this is really good. It sort of brings the best out of everyone, sort of make each other better from that. So I think, I'm really excited for that, and just sort of see how it pans out. I'm not really sure. I couldn't tell you what the team's going to be, but it'll be cool to experience the conditions and sort of try and get used to them a little bit.
Chacha, you've played with India, you've played against India before. What's the difference in the preparation or the preparedness of the uncapped or the talent, the uncapped Indian talent that you have in RCB that you've noticed between as compared to the spinners that you're used to playing in India colours?
I think just the talent is unbelievable. I think the depth in Indian cricket, I think, is so good. I think sort of don't get exposed to it until coming over here and playing in this tournament. Which would be a nightmare for selectors, I think, for the Indian team. I'm glad that I don't have to do that. But it's sort of really cool just to see how they go about it. And I think as much as they learn of things from us, I think we've sort of learned a lot from the way they go about it, which is pretty cool. And it's really exciting. I think it's going to be some very tough games against India coming up.
Which brings me to my next question. What has been the give and take between the Australian camp here and the Indian camp here?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one because it's like when you're training against, bowling just moving in the nets, you're sort of like trying to figure her out as well. She's trying to figure me out. We're also playing for the same team, so it's a little bit awkward in that sense. But I think, like I said, it's just going to be some really tight games coming up, like there already has been. But the competition is only getting stronger and stronger, so it'll be really cool.
You said you learned a little bit from the Indian spinners as much as they might have picked up from you, right? Can you elaborate? Is there anything specific or any specific person that you think you've picked up a lot from? Perhaps it could be anything, dance moves, something.
Well,
on
they're
the
all
field.
really good dancers. I think the way that Shreyanka dances, I think we've all learned a few moves from her. She was definitely doing a bit of that last night, but I think just the confidence in which they all bowl with and just sort of back their ability, I think is really cool. And I think in moments, I guess here the crowds are nuts, and their ability to sort of just shut that down and just, I guess, play was pretty cool. And I think that's definitely something that Smriti mentioned for our first game in Bangalore. She's like just trying to not, I guess, make too much of the situation around you and just focus on what's in front of you, which is pretty cool. And for her to sort of say that to all of us before the first game was pretty cool.
How different was your perception of Smriti Mandhana, an opponent, and Smriti Mandhana, your captain at Royal Challengers Bangalore?
I've only ever heard good things about Smriti anyway, so I guess she's a lot more shy than I thought she was going to be, but I think a great captain and a really good leader, and I think that's what showed throughout the tournament, the way she was sort of able to keep the group together, especially after a few losses in the middle there, and keep us going, I think was pretty special.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।